doesn't mean, it's not like something to run away from, right? The only way is through. So navigating that together, how do you do that, Dr. Fred?
Yeah, that's exactly right. The idea is to harmonically resonate, to get someone, to actually listen to someone for who they are, like to actually be there and connect with another person is exactly where healing emanates from. And, with respect to this idea that there's some sort of, pandemic level increase in mental illness in recent years, what we really can point to is there's multiple different reasons why people might be imbalanced in the present day and age. And some of that could be some of the things they're taking into their mouth, some of the things they're breathing, some of the things they're watching on TV, some of the people and things that they're listening to, some of the things they're seeing in social media. There's all sorts of ways to get imbalanced. And it still doesn't mean you have mental illness. It just means that you've been toxifying yourself, and there's an opportunity to detox. There's an opportunity to infuse good health patterns into your life, whether that's mindfulness or nutrition or movement or, being of service. There's a lot of ways, and using creativity, music, art, dancing, singing, drama, cooking, writing, gardening, multiple different ways to actually assist ourselves in stepping into our greatness and letting behind the things that are disempowering us. This is fairly simple. We knew this stuff as children. I didn't get this information from the American Journal of Psychiatry, that's for sure. That's not where this is coming from. Where I got this is from a life actually fairly well lived in multiple different arenas, where it doesn't take a genius to see that that's what people want, is to be connected to. And it also doesn't take a genius to see that when you do good things for yourself, hydrate yourself, when you get out into nature, when you're in love with, another person or a certain organization or anything like that, or your pets, when you do healthy things, sure enough, it translates to a healthy life. And the more of those we can incorporate into our life, the way less likely we're going to run into problems that will then be categorized by someone else, by the way, as mental illness.
Interesting. Yeah. So this concept of your mental illness is just a conversation away, and accessing that. Where does creativity fit here?
Yeah, so I say that mental illness is just a conversation, and here's why. If you have a broken arm and you go to Singapore, you still have a broken arm. If you have a broken arm and you go to Auckland, you still have a broken arm. You got to Reykjavik, it's broken arm. You got Little Rock, you got a broken arm. If you have symptoms of mental illness in San Francisco, and you go to Singapore, you might not be diagnosed with mental illness at all. If you go to Nairobi, you might not be diagnosed with a mental illness. You might actually be promoted to the tribe. If you go to Reykjavik, you might have something you might be more in line with your cosmic self. There's all sorts of different ways of looking at whatever this mental illness is. It does not have a unique, ubiquitous definition. Without a unique, ubiquitous definition, it is nothing more than a conversation that's culturally based. It's simple as that. There is no definition for what mental health is, and therefore, how do we have the audacity to declare that we understand what mental abnormality is? We don't even know what normal is. None of us have a good definition of that.